What up, y'all? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV. Thanks for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of y'all who will, I appreciate it. Remember, the donation link is inside the description box. Also, go over and check out my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speak. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get into this story. Now, this is coming out of North Carolina. A North Carolina pastor faces over 140 sex crimes against children. A Fayetteville pastor has been arrested in connection with 4 different children being sexually abused from the years of 1996 through 2008, police confirmed. Pastor Glenn Collins, 51 years old, knew the victims and was a pastor of the church in East Fayetteville at the time of the offense. Detectives began investigating the allegations in October 2017 after the victim came forth. Now, I'm going to let y'all watch this video and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
Angry about this story tonight.
A lot of outrage tonight, Joel, about this case, not just because of the nature of these incidents, but because this suspect was a pastor. He was tasked with leading the community.
Our children are vulnerable, they're innocent, they need to be protected.
But prosecutors say Glenn Tyrone Collins stole the innocence of 4 children, including one of his neighbors. Collins is charged with 128 counts of sex crimes for incidents happening over a period of 13 years. Detectives say the victims finally came forward after years of emotional torture.
The person was going through emotional trauma when they told the mother. So a lot of times, none of us really know that kids or folks are being violated against by folks, particularly folks that they hold in high esteem.
Collins pleaded with the judge for his release, telling the court that he was a pillar in the community and that he was, quote, not guilty of this stuff, end quote. But authorities say they have enough evidence that proves otherwise.
Now we have a total of 142 charges. We was able to collect enough data to come up with those charges. So we feel very confident about what we have.
And those 4 victims we're learning were 3 girls and 1 boy. As for Collins, he's being held here at the Cumberland County Detention Center. In Cumberland County, I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, Pastor Collins is still in jail. He surrendered to law enforcement once he found out that they were looking for him and they had a warrant out for him. And he's being held on a $3.75 million secured bond. Now, I want to go down with you all the charges. He's being charged with 12 counts of first-degree rape, 5 counts of first-degree sexual offense, 5 counts of second-degree rape, 3 counts of second-degree sexual offense, 9 counts of statutory rape, 6 counts of statutory sexual offense, 32 counts of indecent liberties with a child, 25 counts of child sexual activity, 39 counts of sexual activity by a parent, 2 counts of crimes against nature, 2 counts of sexual battery, 1 count of attempting second-degree sexual offense, 1 count of attempting crimes against nature. Wow. That's all pastors, man. These are the people who get up in the pulpit and preach to us and tell us what God is going to do, what God said. Give me your money. I heard from the Lord. This is what God going to do. I feel him coming. All this silly stuff that people do in the church. And many times the women are running around jumping and speaking in tongues and, falling all out and bringing the pastor food and getting the first lady stuff. But no one's concerned about the kids. No one's concerned about the little girls or the little boys. And you all heard in the story, there was 1 little boy, 3 girls and 1 boy. This pastor had no concern, like many of the other pastors that I've been doing stories on and other people on YouTube have been doing stories on as well. Now, I know some people write me and they always say keep exposing them, but I really can't expose what the media has already done stories on. They expose the stories. I'm just reporting what they have already reported. The second time. I'm doing it for the second time to let you all know that when we go to churches, when we go to synagogues, centers, mosques, when you're up there and you're so in it for the pastor and you're in it for your leader, don't forget about your children. And especially a lot of women who go and they drag their children to church and the children's church and to stay with the youth leader and you stay with this person and you trust mother so-and-so and you trust these people. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. You never know what they're putting in your children's head. And you think that you can trust these people just because they say Jesus, they say Yahweh, they say the Lord, just because they speak in tongues, they dance and they shout. But in the end, your children are getting messed up by this. People trusted this man. And in Fayetteville, the news people, as I was reading on this story, they said the community the community is up from there. It's outrage everywhere because no one would expect that from this man. He was so-called a pillar in the community. I don't care about that. I don't care that he was a preacher. I don't care like if he was a pope. Stop trusting everybody with your kids, man. And a lot of times I think a lot of people do that because if you tell the truth, some of y'all didn't even want kids. And it shows by the way you treat them, by the way you let them go around any and everybody. And people do any and everything to them. And the only thing you say at the end is, let's pray. God gonna take it away. No, you should have been a better parent. You should have kept your eyes on your kids. And I'm not excusing this dirty creep pastor right here. This man's a creep. I'm not excusing him. Because he's going to get what he's going to get in jail. And somebody told me, well, Dawson, what do you mean when you say they're going to get what's coming to them in jail? Exactly what I said. They're going to get what's coming to them in jail. Now, everybody cares so much about the so-called predator, but nobody don't give a damn about the victims. Nobody don't care about the children. Nobody cares about the people who are left with disease or the person who died. I do a video on a pastor who killed his wife. People get mad at me. I didn't kill his wife. He killed his wife. The nigga should have came out the closet and been his damn self. Now I'm going to keep reporting on these stories and keep pissing you off and keep making you upset until you take care of your children and let your neighbors know to take care of their children and let your brothers and sisters know that just because you have a child don't mean that you can let anybody be around your child. You need to keep a close, as I stated before, a tighter grip on your children's whereabouts. There are people who I have some friends right now. One of my good friends, she's done shows on this show with me, Miss D. She knows her kids are always with her. So away with this stuff. Oh, well, my kids can go over their cousin's house and they uncle them house. Her kids don't go they don't stay over people's houses. And her kids are in high school now. Y'all, this is disgusting. And it's sad. Because I have other stories that I'm finna do on this. And there are many more out there that I haven't even touched. And that goes to show that people are not taking the time to talk to their children. People are not taking the time to see what's going on in Sunday school class, in youth group, what's going on in school. Parents, you can't be so consumed with yourself when you have kids. Not saying that you neglect your life, but your life really does become about them. You have to raise the kids. And this man right here was a married man. And again, as I stated before, what is his wife thinking? What is his family thinking? And it's funny because I was reading some of the comments on a video I did about the Kansas City pastor who murdered his wife. And some people in the comment were just saying so many different things. And I was like, well, man, am I wrong for talking about this? Am I not wrong? But then I looked into my Facebook Messenger and I looked on email and I got so many emails from people about that particular topic. And people were saying, Dawson, you were right. Man, you were right. Everything you said about them were right. I know that pastor. I know the pastor's wife. I knew the young lady who was murdered. Everything you spoke about, it was true. And people kept saying, I don't know why they be writing me saying, please don't blow my spot. Don't say my name. And I'll never do that. If you message me something on Facebook or email me something, I'm not gonna say your name. And I'm not trying to expose anybody. As I tell you, these stories are already out. That's how I get them. They're already out in the media. I'm just doing it again. But this is going to show y'all all this trust that we put in people just because they go to church, just because they can pray, just because they up there, they sing good, they're a good musician, they're a good speaker, not only in churches, but other places too, teachers, principals, all this stuff we put on. Oh, they have a degree from Harvard and they went to Columbia and they went to Yale and they went here and they went there. And now they in jail. In conclusion, Pastor Glenn Collins is in jail and hopefully he will stay there for a long, long, long time. And I hope that the kids, you know, get the help that they need. The people who were assaulted by him or abused by him, sexually abused, I hope they get the therapy they need and, you know, just the support that they need to continue to go on through life. But for my subscribers and for people who watch my videos or listen to me on Facebook or wherever, y'all, let's take care of ourselves and our children. Please. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Peace.